I got Theodore all prepped and ready for the bath. So look at this, fine-tooth side. You can go through his coat with a fine-tooth comb. Look at that, head all the way to the tail on his feet, his toes and feet. And he didn't really enjoy it. Let's see if we can get all of this, right? And even though he wasn't matted, there's still a lot of dead coat that's being blown out of his skin by being, shed. Pretty much, it's no longer live hair. The root has died, but it's still in their skin because their hair grows in bundles. So look at this. Even though I did get him all combed out, there's still bundles, those bundles of dead hair. See how fine they are? Still catching a little bit, but we got enough out. We got the majority of it out. We got most of it out. So now, since I can actually get through his coat with the comb, with the fine-tooth side, there we go. And his parents have been doing such a great job keeping up with it. I'm telling you, this long hair is not easy to take care of, not easy to maintain. You have to really be diligent and regularly comb your dog in order to keep this long hair. And it is fun, I have to admit, having long hair on a dog. But anyways, so I've done his nails, I've checked his ears, look at all this, combed all this dead fur out, this rough. And this is what's really contributing to the odor as well. When you have a dog that just smells, even when you wash them, they start to smell again after a day or two. This is why, because this is their old underwear, right, that came out. It's their secondary hair. See how fine it is? That's their undercoat. So it's kind of like my underwear. Oh, I'm not going to show you. But anyways, that's my other account, my OnlyFans account. Anyways, just imagine if I never took my underwear off and I kept showering in it. Even though I might smell like Irish Springs, fresh, even though I might smell like that when I come out of the shower, just give it a little time. A day or two goes by and I'll start to stink again because I'm not removing my underwear and I'm not getting my skin clean, right? Same thing with the dogs. We need to remove their old underwear because that's what's holding on to the odor. Because if you look at it under a microscope, now he feels really silky smooth to the touch. It feels really nice and smooth because these live hairs, when you look at it under a microscope, am I boring you, buddy? Is the science boring you? You don't care about any of the science? You don't care about what's happening to your body? Anyways. I resent that yawn. You know what I'm saying? I mean, here I am trying to explain the science of it. He just, oh my goodness, right in my face. That's why I love dogs. They're so honest. He has no idea who I am. He has no idea who he's treating like this. Do you have any idea who I am? Do you have any idea how many books I've written? How many videos I've made? None of it matters to him. Anyways, but what was I saying? Okay, so these live hairs, when you look at it under a microscope, they look like, if you imagine a pine cone, right? Imagine a pine cone. When it's live and green, you know how it's all the scales are sealed up tight? Now imagine a dead pine cone, dry and brown. All of those scales that were sealed are now open, right? Same thing with the hair. This old fuzzy hair, if you look at it under a microscope, it will look like those dead brown pine cones. It'll have all these open scales, right? Because it's brittle, it's dead. But the live hairs will look nice and smooth. You'll see scales, but they'll look nice and smooth. So that's the importance. This hair here will hold on to bacteria, odor, all of that stuff, right? This hair here will repel that off because it's literally silky smooth and it's sealed with oil. So now we're ready to actually give him a bath. I've already done the close shaving, shaved the pads of his feet. I did the sanitary shave, the area there and his butt. So any close shaving I do before the bath, because just like when I get a haircut and I get the side shaved or anything, irritates my skin, I feel itchy. Same thing with the dogs. Their skin is more fragile than ours. It's thinner than ours. So I feel like, and also, here's something, dogs produce more histamine than we do. So when a dog feels itchy and they start itching themselves, it perpetuates, it exacerbates that itching and feeling because their skin produces more histamine than our own. You know how they say antihistamine? You take Benadryl to stop the itching and stuff? Same thing with the dogs. If once he starts to scratch himself or start licking down there, it's gonna feel more and more itchy like a mosquito bite. And he'll start to lick and itch himself down here. If it does feel irritable to him, then it's going to make it feel even more itchy, which he'll start to lick and scratch even more, and then it'll get all yucky back there. So that's why I like to do it before the bath, especially the pads of their feet. You know, if it is itchy there because I shaved it close, I don't want him chewing and licking the pads of his feet because it's going to turn brown, and it's going to make him even more itchy and uncomfortable. So that's why I like to do it before the bath. And now, I'm going to go ahead and bathe him. And since I'm in this public area, and I have this nice professional setup here, I'm going to go ahead and record the bath because when I'm in people's house, you know, I just feel like, you know, anyways, I feel funny about it, and also the bath, you know, I'm in their sink or their bathtub and things like that. But I feel like here is a great opportunity. And also, this is where we had the last, hey, what's up, Raquel? This is where we had the last big fight, is in the bathtub. So if we do end up having a big fight, then I want people to see how I handle that. I want people to see my freaking kung fu. I'm just kidding. Karate chop right to the head. Bam! I'm just kidding. I don't do that. I want you to show how I respond when the dog starts to show frustration or things like that, or even anger. Dogs can feel angry too. Okay, so the first thing is I like to check the anal glands. I don't express them all the time. There we go. But I just check because I want to see. Polly, bring it up. I want to see if they're full. If I lift up the tail and the anal glands are bulging and I can tell that it's making me feel uncomfortable, then I will empty it out for him. But he's fine. It doesn't feel like they're really full. So, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? I love Jim Rohn's saying, I'm gonna go get the lead just so he doesn't jump out of the tub. But Jim Rohn has a really funny saying. He says that his father used to say, if it's raining, you can't fix the roof. If it's not raining, there's no need to. Anyways, I thought that was pretty funny. There we go. Alright. There we go. So you secure him in the tub. Yeah. No, sometimes I would try to get him to go up on here on his own, but the tub, I'm telling you, this is the last time we had a really big fight, and I was trying to brush his teeth one time, and he clammed down really hard. He actually bit me earlier too, because I caught a snag. He bit my thumb, but not all bites mean the same thing. You know, he just kind of bit a little bit. I said, ow, buddy, that hurts. So he stopped. See, he's already feeling more uncomfortable, so maybe I'll take this off, because he's feeling a little bit more restrained. There we go. I'm just going to see if I can keep him in the tub using my energy, you know, my Jedi mind skills. Put it to the test. Alrighty, where are you grooming at? Oh, Raquel, I'm grooming at this place called Emily Buckhead. It's like townhomes, but they have this awesome groom room set up. You know, like, isn't this amazing? So I come here and groom in their dog groom room area for the residents. Isn't this awesome? This is one of the amenities that they have. But just so you know, Raquel, you know how powerful I am, right? How omnipresent I am. I'm actually grooming several other dogs in different areas of the world as we speak. I'm in so many different places right now. Anyways, so first, I like to make sure I check the water temperature. Raquel says nice. You know this. I'm everywhere, baby. Anyways. So, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call you baby, Raquel. I don't know why I say baby. Baby. Oh, I just saw some people leave. Nice. One lady the other day, she commented, Still inappropriate. I'm unsubscribing. I was like, I understand, you know, shoot. I was like, I know, right? This guy's an idiot. I wouldn't subscribe. I wouldn't watch this. Alright. So, because I don't want to put cold water on them and shock them, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, we're gonna get warm water? Okay, maybe I got the wrong one. There we go, okay. No? Now it's cold. Okay, I can start the first time. There we go, okay, now it's warming up. Perfect. Alright. So a dog's skin, like I said, is more sensitive and more fragile than our own. And so if the water feels too warm to you, it's probably way too warm for the dog. Or if the water feels cold to you, it's probably way too cold for the dog. So I like to measure, shoot. Anyways, I like to feel the water temperature here on the more sensitive part of my arm. And if it's comfortable there, it'll be usually comfortable for the dog. There we go. And that way, when you put the water on him, it won't cause him to jump. Like he just did. But he's doing it only because he doesn't like the water, not because it's uncomfortable, the temperature. There we go. And the direction you spray the water is very important. You want to spray in the direction that you want the hair to lay, because this is going to train the hair. And when you get the hair trained to lay in the different angles that you want to accentuate, then when the dog stands still and they're not even moving, they look like they're meant to move. When they run in the field, it looks so beautiful. Like this dog is just, their body is moving harmoniously, you know? So you want to spray the hair in the angle that you want the hair to lay, like that. 45-degree angles, 60-degree angle, 30-degree angle there, or is it 30, 60? Anyways. Okay. And now when I get to the head, I like to cover the eyes. There you go. So you see that I'm not trying to spray him in his eyes or any sensitive areas. Alright? I like to cover the ears, so I don't spray water right down to his ear canal. See that? And they feel it. They can tell that I'm protecting those areas, so then they start to calm down a little bit, because they know that I'm not trying to do anything to hurt them. Alright, I feel the fight coming on. There we go. Cover the eyes. And then when I do the snout area, I like to cover the nose, so that the water doesn't go in his nose. There we go. Good boy, Theodore. There we go. Okay, so now that we have them all wet, good shape, buddy, good shape. The reason why I don't try to stop them from shaking is because if I show him with my body language that I don't want any water being sprayed on me, I feel like it's a little bit, it sends mixed messages to him, because with dogs it's all about body language. So I feel like if I show him that, the water splashing me displeases me, then I feel like he would be thinking, well, I don't like it either, why is it okay for you to spray water on me? You know, so I feel like everything that I do, I want to make sure he sees, I want to make it very clear to him that I'm not doing anything to him that I wouldn't have done to myself. You know, that this is nothing bad. We want to be very clear in our intentions, right, and what we're meaning to do. Good boy. Okay. So I've been watching Cobra Kai. I finished it. I binge watched Cobra Kai because I loved it so much. I was a fan of the original Karate Kid with Daniel-san and Mr. Miyagi. I mean, I did enjoy the other Karate Kid remakes, but for me, it was always the original. That was the best. And for them to bring the original characters back 34 years later, oh my goodness. And so, but anyways, my point that I wanted to bring up is that just like Mr. Miyagi taught Daniel that everything you do is karate, just like Jackie Chan told, Jaden Smith in the new Karate Kid, everything is kung fu. Let everything you do be with intention, right? Let everything that you do be karate or kung fu, you know? Don't just do things like without thinking, thoughtlessly. You know, we have to do things with clear intention and treat it like it is all kung fu. You know, the way you pick up your coat, the way you wax your car, the way you wash your dishes, the way you do everything. Let everything be with purpose and intention and be beautiful like kung fu. Good. There we go. And that's why I tell people, grooming is my kung fu, right? And it is strong, baby. Because I practice, you know? Anyways, that's why you'll see his moves when he throws a fight. He's got some pretty good moves. I mean, I'm not going to put him down. I'm impressed. But just no match for my kung fu, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, doesn't even matter. I don't care about that kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying? I don't even I don't even know why I care to mention it. Anyways, here we go. You know the good part about the good part about what I do is that I feel the freedom to be me, to be myself, to be stupid and goofy and say inappropriate things that make me laugh because I think it's funny. And I do know that it offends people. It offends a lot of people. And a lot of people don't like to watch my channel because of it. But I just feel so lucky that I don't depend on views and subscribers or anything. This is not my income, what I'm doing here on YouTube. This is my income. And I always make sure that my clients are okay with me putting it up on YouTube or sharing it on social media. But social media is not my income. So I get to do whatever the hell I want and say whatever the hell I want. But I do have to be careful these days because I found out some of my clients actually do watch it. So now I feel a little embarrassed. I feel a little regret. I feel like maybe I should have been a little bit more professional. But hey, you know, what is that saying? I'd rather hear the ugly truth than be fooled by a pretty lie, right? I'd rather my clients know who I really am, you know, and know that I am goofy and stupid, and I say really dumb things, and I make dumb jokes. But I do it because I think it's funny and it makes me enjoy it. It makes me enjoy my day. Anyways, but yeah, if making videos was not, if doing this, sharing helpful information, trying to be helpful, if this was not enjoyable for me, I wouldn't do it. And I feel like if I had to put on a face, if I had to put on a front, a mask, and not be myself and try to be more professional and, you know, like just to get more views, just get more shares, just so I can be more accepted by the masses, I feel like I just wouldn't enjoy doing this anymore, you know, and I would just stop. So for me, I do apologize for those who did get offended and who have told me that they're gonna unsubscribe because they don't like things I say. I do apologize for that. But also, keep in mind, I'm doing this for free. I'm not charging you for this. I'm not making you watch these videos. No one requires it from you. So yes, like, if you don't like these videos, if you don't like me, you don't like my style, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but maybe watch another channel, maybe watch another groomer, because I'm not
I don't get any pleasure or satisfaction from knowing that I offended someone or hurt someone's feelings. It brings me no pleasure. In fact, it does the opposite. I want to feel helpful, but I also want to be myself. I hope everyone understands that. I haven't seen him try to bite you yet, right? Look at that. I definitely wouldn't watch you if I knew you were fake. Oh wow, thank you, Raquel. Yeah, that's something. It's like, I don't know. But you know, the thing is, when I was younger, I knew I was going to be a pastor when I grew up. You know, it's just I made a decision when I was about like 5 or so, 3 or 5 years old. It was very young, because at a young age, that was my role model. That was my hero. It was my mom's pastor. And I wanted to be like that. I wanted to be the guy that can go into someone's home, pray with them, encourage them, and when I leave, things are a little better, and the children aren't so scared. I wanted to be that guy. And so, growing up, my heroes, I would read the Bible stories all the time. My heroes were the prophets, were the apostles. And one of my favorite apostles is the Apostle Paul, who originally started off as Saul. You know, he hunted down Jews and killed them, and then he changed. And then he was one of the champions for Christianity, right? Or not Jews, Christians. Anyways, with Paul, he never asked for any money or support from the church. He was a tent maker. And I thought that was so honorable and noble, because he wrote pretty much almost half the New Testament, right? Ephesians, Romans, Philippians. But he didn't do it for any personal gain. He actually would refuse money from the church. He made tents to support himself, you know? And I feel like that's my inspiration for what I'm doing. I'm a groomer, you know? I'm a tent maker. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm a groomer. This is my trade. This is how I earn my living. And I share information, my blogs, my podcast, my books. Even my books are available for free on my website. I share my information because I want to be helpful and I want it to be meaningful. But I don't do it I never ask for money. People even offer. They're like, can I donate some money to you? It's like, no, what are you gonna, I was like, no. I do feel really good. I'm flattered that they would even ask to support me by donating. People ask if I have a Patreon account, and it's like, no. I want to keep it pure because I know that if I start to earn money for this, like a living wage, I may lose my way. I'm just being honest with you because I know myself. If I started to if what I earn from social media replaced my living income from grooming, and now I'm like making lots of money from social media, I think that I would be more careful in what I say. I think I would be a little more fake, because there's an incentive for it now. You know, I'm making lots of money from it. So I know myself, and I know that if I started to make lots of money from my social media stuff, I may lose my way, and it may change me. And I know that I'm weak. I am, you know. So maybe I just need more time to work on myself and prepare, you know, so that if I do ever make money from TV appearances or anything like that, it won't affect me. It won't change who I am. I just feel like maybe I need more time to prepare, you know, myself for any kind of, and I'm only mentioning this because I'm actually starting to get fan mail. People actually consider themselves my fans. And I'm starting to feel weird. I'm starting to feel a little uncomfortable. And I really have to work on myself and make sure my ego does not get out of control, you know? Because if my ego did start to get out of control, you know, I know where that can lead, you know? So anyways, sorry for like dumping all that guy on you guys. Shoot. I just feel like, the people who are watching right now, Raquel, the people I see commenting, I feel safe with you guys because you guys have been with me for a while and you actually kind of know me now. So sorry to dump all this on you, but I feel safe to say this with you guys. And please let me know, hold me accountable. If you start to see me change, then let me know. Email me, text me, let me know because I don't want to change. I don't want fame to change me. Not that I'm famous or anything, but I'm just saying, Okay, here we go. Alright, so now that I've let the shampoo sit for a while, just kind of massage it in. Because the shampoo needs time. They say at least 5 minutes up to 10 minutes. Now here's a little, I'll draw and send you a picture. Oh, thank you, Raquel. So here's a little tip. Up to 20 minutes is good for their skin. It moisturizes, right? And to be wet in the water. Up to 20 minutes is okay. After 30 minutes, it actually starts to dry out their skin. Just like our hands get pruned if we stay in the pool too long, it's literally sucking the moisture out of us, and it starts to dehydrate our skin. Same thing with the dogs. Up to 20 minutes is good, it's healing. But after 30 minutes, you want to get the dog out and dry. There you go. Good boy, Teddy. Good boy. Now I look like a liar. Because he's doing so good. But the thing is, I told his mom that last time he did really good. I mean, there's no explosions, no angry episode, he didn't lose his temper or snap at me, at all last time. So we are making really good progress. I wouldn't say he loves me, but he tolerates me. No, I don't feel so nice. He tolerates me. I don't know why I did a booty shake when I said that. Because I'm like a dog, I can't help it. When I get happy, my booty shakes. What am I supposed to do? Okay. If you guys like the booty shake, shoot. Maybe I should make a separate video just of that, you know what I'm saying? Like and share, guys. I'm kidding. The general rule of thumb is to rinse for twice as long as it took to lather the dog. Not twice as long as the shampoo is sat in the coat, but however long it took you to get the shampoo lathered into the coat, rinse for about twice as long. Because you don't want any of that shampoo residue left on the skin or the coat. You want to rinse it completely off. So just in case you're wondering, this is the shampoo I use. Hence, and then I'm going to follow it up with the conditioner. Oh yeah, and the water is warm right now because it's the shampoo. The shampoo is designed to open up the hair fibers and the skin to penetrate it and get it clean. So warm water helps with that. Warm water relaxes the hair fibers and the pores, and it helps open them up. So you get a better clean. You'll get better results using warm water for the shampoo process. And so I'm rinsing off with warm water as well. So when I put the conditioner on, it will really soak up the conditioner. But when I rinse the conditioner off, I'm going to rinse it with cool water. because we want the pores and the hair fibers to seal back up, close back up. So the conditioner with the oils and the moisturizers in there is going to help seal up those hair fibers. It's going to help fill the pores back up with oil, the essential oil that it needs. And then, when I rinse, I'm going to rinse with cool water to help seal everything back up, That way you're going to get really good results in a dog's coat that looks clean and lasts. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. And lasts for a while. I'm sorry, buddy. So he's funny about this back area. His mom even told me. So something may have happened. That's also where he bit me earlier when I was combing. So I just told him, ow, buddy, that hurt. They stopped. But there's something that's going on here, or maybe that's just an old memory or something. Because here's the story. I hesitate to tell the story because I don't want to throw another groomer under the bus. But I'll just tell you what happened. How the mom contacted me. She said that he was such a sweet, loving dog. Ever since he was a puppy. Almost too loving, too trusting. He would go to any dog, any person, and just love them. And he was just such a sweet boy. But then, she took him to a big box grooming shop, a big box store, to just get his nails done. And she said that the groomer there seemed, really nice and kind, and he seemed to really like it. And it was just nail trim. So she scheduled a groom. When she picked him up, he was scared. He was shaved down to the skin. He had a few cuts and razor burns. And he was shaking and crying uncontrollably. And she said she sat in the car and cried with him. And she felt so sad and upset because she doesn't know what happened to him. And she went inside and talked to them. And of course, they were like, oh, I know, we don't know. And so, ever since that day, he has changed. He's not been the same. He growls at other dogs. He growls at people. He doesn't trust people. Sometimes she said that he would have nightmares, and he would be whining and crying in his sleep. And she would wake him up because she doesn't want him to suffer, She doesn't like seeing him like that. So when she would wake him up, he would snap, growl, and bite her because he just woke up from a bad dream. He doesn't know. And she said that she kind of felt scared because, he would want to sleep with her, but then if she moved, if her leg moved or anything, he would wake up and bite her. And he never was like that before. And so when she called me and told me this, I made room on my schedule for him. Because, anybody can groom a nice dog. But for me, dogs like this is why I really, love what I do. I chose to groom because this is now my ministry, really. I couldn't be a pastor. They wouldn't take me. My jokes are too inappropriate to say at the pulpit. But this is now my ministry. And I felt like I don't want to groom dogs that are sweet and nice that everybody can groom. I want to be the groomer that's there when they feel like there's no other options. I want to be the groomer that gives people hope when they feel hopeless. And so I took them on. And the first groom, it really was difficult on everyone. But then he started getting better. The second groom was better. The third groom was better. And last time, he didn't even snap at me once. But today, earlier, he was feeling a little anxious, and he was showing a little separation anxiety when his mom left. So today I did take it a little easier. And rather than just go right into the room, I just let him hang out with me while I put my clothes, and then just let him get comfortable, get adjusted to this situation. And then he would willingly got on the table, and then we were able to have a very nice experience. But for me, this is grooming. the bond, the intimacy, the relationship that we're building with the dog. This is grooming. Okay, now the conditioner. So I'm gonna apply it to the sebaceous zones first. Sebaceous zones meaning the areas of the dog where they produce more oil than hair. See, like the ears, that's mostly skin there. And that's a good indication that that's where a lot of the oil is being produced. So we want to restore the oil there first. So it has the most contact time, right? The ears, the armpits here, and then the sanitary area here, right? Because here as well, that's the sebaceous zone. See, more skin than hair, right? So we want to restore those oils back in those pores so we don't shock the skin. Because if we don't put the oil back in the skin that we just removed with the shampoo, the skin, the pores can say, oh no, there's no oil, we've been attacked, you know? Because on a cellular level, that's how the skin interprets what's happening right now. On a cellular level, we're attacking the surface of the skin, stripping off the oils and everything, and that's how the skin interprets it. So the skin, if it doesn't sense that there's oil in those pores again, then the sebaceous glands that produce those oils, the sebaceous oil, it'll go into overdrive for about 21 days, they say about 2 to 3 weeks. It'll produce more oil than necessary. It'll be on overdrive because it's trying to replace what's been attacked off the surface. So stripped off the surface, I should say. And so if we don't restore those oils and put the moisturizers and the conditioner back on after the shampoo, what happens is about 2 to 3 days later, you're going to get a smelly dog. Because the conditioner is what's helping to protect the skin and hair from bacteria, odor, moisture. Because like I said, oil is what helps repel that off, right? So if we don't put the oil back on the skin and the hair to protect it, we're leaving it wide open for bacteria or fungus, even, yeast, that yeasty smell you get from dogs, especially their feet. Because bacteria and fungus are super opportunistic. They will move right in. And then about 2 to 3 days after you wash your dog, you're gonna have that wet rag smell, that dirty rag smell, that dirty dog smell, which comes from the bacteria. Same thing with our clothes. It's the bacteria from our sweat that causes that odor. I always tell people the conditioner is more important than the shampoo, in my opinion. If you're gonna skip one or the other, which I don't recommend, don't cut corners, don't skip steps. But if you're in a situation where you have to choose one or the other, choose conditioner over shampoo, and you'll have a much better smelling dog that will, and the clean smell will last longer. The shampoo will get you a nice smelling dog. It'll smell like blueberries or whatever the hell you want your dog to smell like, tropical fruit or whatever the flavor is. They'll smell like that for like that day or maybe 2. But as soon as it wears off, now you have, blueberries that smell like shit. Anyways, you don't want blueberries that smell like shit. Who wants that? So, rolling on your furniture. So, I would recommend, if you're gonna skip one or the other, skip the shampoo, not the conditioner. And so we get the feet, we get all these sebaceous zones first. Because when you have a dog that smells, and unless they rolled in something, that's obvious. But if your dog didn't roll into anything, and then, it's just normal lifestyle, and your dog starts to smell, the smell is usually coming from these areas, these sebaceous zones, either here, the butt, the feet, the armpits, or the ears. And sometimes here too, because of tear stains, it starts to smell like wet rags. Oh my goodness, someone just paid me $10. All right, guys, I'm out. Peace. Deuces. I'm just kidding. Got what I came for. Anyways. So, Thank you, whoever did that. Wow, I really appreciate that. That's not why I do this, but I can't lie and say I don't appreciate it. I really do appreciate that. Wow. Okay, so while this conditioner sits, because I want to allow time for conditioner to set in as well. Like I said with the shampoo, it's not my hand scrubbing the dog that's going to get the dog clean. It's the contact time. It's giving the time. Following that, this is a good time to brush his teeth. The last time I tried brushing his teeth, he did pretty good. But the time before that, it was a huge episode and snapping, growling, just freaking out. So I'm not sure exactly how it's gonna go, but I left the toothpaste and I'll be right back. I'm gonna get the toothpaste and toothbrush. Okay. So I learned this from a veterinarian who specializes in dentistry, in animal dentistry. And she told me that it's the actual mechanical act of brushing that's going to give you all the benefits. It's not the toothpaste. The toothpaste, I'm using this Petrodex. It's been through some things. It has a lot of mileage on it. Anyways, the actual toothpaste doesn't really do anything. She's saying you do want to make sure it's made for dogs. Don't use human products on dogs. It'll poison them. But just like if I had spaghetti and meatballs for dinner, and I get the toothpaste, Crest, Colgate, whatever, and I smear it on my teeth, rinse, and I go to bed. She was like, do you think that's going to really do anything? Right? And it's true. You can't just smear it. It's the mechanical act of brushing that's going to break up the biofilm, the plaque, that turns into tartar, that turns into cavities, So here we go. Good boy, Theodore. Wow, good boy. Oh, there you go. Wow, good boy. I'm so proud of you. There you go. Awesome, let's get those back to you. Oh, wow. My kung fu is just too strong. Just kidding. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know why I'm so good. I don't even try, it just happens naturally. I'm kidding. I didn't expect that. I'm making stupid remarks because I'm so excited. I didn't think that he was going to be that good. Oh my goodness. Why did I throw the toothbrush? Okay, wow, that was awesome, buddy. Incredible. There we go. Good boy. Wow, Teddy, you're such a good boy. Alright, I rinse the head last because the head is usually what the owner smells first when they pick up their dog. I'm like, oh my god, So I want the head to smell really nice and fresh. So I'm going to make sure that the conditioner has the most contact time there. So I like to rinse the head last. There we go. I'm sorry, buddy. Alright. go. Alright, there we go. Aww. He loves me. Whether he wants to admit it or not, he loves me. But he bites me every once in a while, you know. It's that savage love. Savage love. The savage love. The savage love. You can use me. I don't know if you guys know that song. I just ruined it. Every night and every day, I try to make you stay, but you're savage love. Somebody break your heart. That's the one that savage love. That savage love. That savage love. You can use me. Anyways. Alright. There we go. Got all the conditioner off. Good boy. There we go. See, I give him the obvious way out. Rather than clamp down, I make sure that he knows that he has an obvious way of escape. So once he feels uncomfortable and he needs to pull his head away, he can. By giving him the obvious way out and letting him do that and then going back gently, he willingly lets me do it after a while because he realizes I'm not going to force him, I'm not grabbing. You know, it's just here to protect him so that the water doesn't go in his sensitive areas. And as long as I do like that, and I give him the option to pull away if he wants, now he feels safe. He feels like he can trust me. Good shake. Oh, see, I stick my face in it sometimes when they shake, just to let him know, I love this, you know? I love it when water splashes on me. That way, even though he doesn't really like it, he's like, well, this guy's crazy. I guess it's all right. He likes it, you know? Anyways, let me get a towel around him. Stay, buddy. Let me test my Jedi mind powers. You stay. Oh my goodness, look at that. Luke Skywalker, watch out. You know what I'm saying? Coming for you. Taking your spot. Anyways, there we go. We got a towel around him. So this dryer here is really like heavy duty, which I like because, you know, it gets the job done really quick. But it's also super loud. So I'm gonna plug his ears, I'm gonna plug my ears, and I'll go ahead and maybe stream again when I do the haircut, so you can see how, really it's all scissors. I mean, she just likes a little touch up and shave everything up. So maybe I'll just end it here and not even do the haircut stream. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Who's the one that gave me $10? I wanna know. Angela Minarzi. Oh my goodness, Angela, thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Your mom's pastor sounds very wise. Yeah, I really looked up to him. I wanted to be like him, seriously, because when he would come over and he would talk to my parents and pray with them, when he left, I no longer had to feel scared. You know, so it's like, that meant so much to me as a child. And I wanted to be that when I grew up, you know. Anyways, thank you so much. You know what? Let me just go ahead and acknowledge people who did comment. Okay, so C says, I missed the answer to where you were grooming. Reason for question, I have a condo that I used to visit that has a tub like that, the middle one you're using. Okay. Yeah, it's a condo here in Buckhead. I stopped going there when COVID lockdown started because it's a public bath for the condo tenants to use. Also heard that COVID lasts longer on metal. What are your thoughts? Yeah, I guess, you know, it is dangerous. I should probably keep my mask on. Let's see, do you board certain grooms for certain safety reasons? I don't know, I don't really think so. I usually go into a groom thinking, this groom may be the one that ruins me.
You know, I like when I groom the Great Pyrenees that bites. Doesn't anymore, but when I would go into a groom a giant dog that bites, I go into it knowing and accepting that this might be the groom that ruins me, you know, that finishes my career. I go into it accepting and knowing that. And Angela says, you are so gentle with your clients' dogs. Yes, Paul. Paul was a very good example to us as Christians. Yes. And also the way the story starts, it's okay if you messed up. It's okay if what you believed was wrong, as long as you're willing to change, right? Um, just earn artwork. Oh, nice. I'll draw and send you a picture anytime. Nice. Angela says, of course you have fans. For one, I for one am one of them. Nice. I just love you and your wife as well. You're one of the most sincere girls. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Are you aware? No, I'm not required to. I just want to just be respectful. Angela says, you inspire so many who are interested in grooming. I am too old now, 59, but I wish I would have pursued it when I was younger. You know what, though? 59 is not what it used to be when I was a kid. You know, look at Mike Tyson. He's like 56 or something. He's about to fight again. You know, times are different now, Angela. You're not too old, especially from me, baby. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Chickens don't serve. How do you decide the temperature of the water? Sorry. Oh, I sprayed on this area here, and as long as it feels comfortable to me. What are your thoughts on dog being bathed with cold water the whole time? Like giving her, I don't like it. I don't like it personally. Yes, because the shivering, it just makes me feel bad. Angela, I agree. He's great at putting everything into perspective. Thank you, Raquel. Okay. Yeah, isn't he cute? I love his underbite. Oh my god. If you guys want to follow him, he's on Instagram as Tales of Theodore. Tales of Theodore. I think it might be Tales of Theodore the dude, because he's a doodle. But anyways, I use that toothpaste on my dogs too. Awesome, Elsie. Angela says, what is the best paste you use? I've used all kinds. I've used this Vet's Best or something like that. It comes in a green tube. You know, I just kind of try different products. But what I've noticed is that the Raquel says, oh, sorry about that. I didn't mean to get choked up either. Shoot, I really got to control my emotions. Anyways, thanks guys. I'm going to finish up this groom. And hopefully it was helpful. Hopefully it was at least enjoyable. Bye guys.